It's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, SurfPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on, Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
The second half of the North Dakota high school soccer season is well underway, and Week 6 begins today on the PSP Network. It's a matchup between Mandan St. Mary's and Minot High School, almost a first-of-its-kind matchup. Mandan St. Mary's in the first year of their co-op. They were separated last year. Mandan had a team, St. Mary's did not. Now they come together as one, and they've put together quite the start to this season because they currently occupy the 4th and final state qualifying position. Minot High, one place out of that coveted top 4. They can really make a move into state qualifying position today with a good match at home against the Braves. Welcome into the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. I'm Owen Patterson on the call for today's match between the Braves and the Magicians. With timely services, they won't slow you down, and no appointment needed. It's a standard car drive-through oil change service. It'll take about 15 minutes, and any of their service centers in Minot or Bismarck. Also find out what they do online at VIOC.com. Well, like was mentioned, Mandan St. Mary's currently tied for third with Williston in points in the WDA soccer standings, but those teams are 3 and 4, and it's only the top 4 this year that make the cut to the state soccer tournament in week 10 of the season. But Minot has their goals set on reaching yet another state tournament. It's rare that the Magicians have ever been out of a state tournament in their history, so obviously the goal is to get there. Today's match, though, not the end-all be-all for the standings. There's still a long way to go, but this is an important one for Minot High, who already has a win over Mandan St. Mary's this season, beating them on a Dylan Jackson 77th minute goal for a 2-1 victory over Mandan St. Mary's on the road. Now they welcome in the Braves here in Week 6, a Minot High team that has seen some struggles recently. It hasn't been smooth sailing for Minot High here near the midpoint of the season. They look to get right as the season comes to a close. For Mandan St. Mary's, it has been a wild season for them. Like we mentioned, the first year as a co-op, and Mandan St. Mary's, they didn't find immediate success, but they found success along the way. And this team keeps getting stronger. They keep building, and they're looking even scarier by season's end. They're going to come in here with quite the message to send to Minot High. You beat us once, but we're going to come on the road and show you what we really mean and hopefully preserve that spot in the top 4 in the WDA soccer standings. We'll have all the answers, including the Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game when we return to the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Kickoff is on the way on the PSP Network.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Just about set for kickoff here from Dwayne Carlson Stadium in Minot, North Dakota. It's another beautiful night for WDA soccer on the PSP Network. Thank you for joining us this evening. Let's get into the Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game ahead of this match between Mandan St. Mary's and Minot High. And it's pretty simple here. Minot High, they need to figure out a way to win, and they might need to find a second scoring option as well. Dylan Jackson has proved to be great for the Magi this season. He's their top goal scorer, one of the top goal scorers across the entire state of North Dakota, and he's supplied a goal for Minot High in all but one of their 11 matches this season. But you just think, if Minot High wants to get over the top here and secure a state tournament qualifying position inside the top 4 of the WDA table, they're probably going to need to find a second scorer as capable of Jackson of putting one in the back of the net. They've had a few come and go throughout this season. Dylan Oswalt, has been one of the more recent scorers for Minot High. Cale Workman was early in the season, and also Kyle Eklund as well. So there are some pieces there for Minot High, but they might just have to find a secondary scorer as well besides the great Dylan Jackson this season. For Mandan St. Mary's, it's going to come down to goalkeeping today, and they've found their goalkeeper this season. It took a little bit to nail down who the starter would be in net. It started the year with Tyler Moe, the junior. He started the first 3 matches of the season. They then made the switch in match number 3 to Tony Piccolo, and Piccolo has been the starter since then. Piccolo, a senior, has saved 53 shots this season. He's also been the beneficiary of 2 shutouts this year for Mandan St. Mary's. He is really what's helped this Mandan team go. They started the year with a 5-goal game. They allowed 5 goals in their season opening match, 8 goals in their first 2, but Piccolo has really brought Mandan St. Mary's back and really lifted them to new heights. And today against Minot High, it's going to be important for good goalkeeping play for the Braves if they want to even up the season series here against Minot High. The overall series between these two teams with Mandan St. Mary's as a co-op is 1-0 in favor of Minot High. Minot and Mandan St. Mary's met at the early part of the season in Mandan, and it was Minot that took the early goal lead, 1-0. Mandan would respond, and then in the 77th minute of the 80 that we play in North Dakota high school soccer, Dylan Jackson, of all people for Minot High, scored the winning goal for the Magi, giving them a win there against Mandan. They were perfect at that point of the season. Minot High got off to a 5-0 start, but since then, as you can probably do the math there with the numbers on your screen, 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie for Minot High. Their competition has really ramped up. They had to play Legacy, a draw with the Sabres, and also a win against Legacy. Their season series with the Sabres is already up. A big loss to Jamestown, one they'll try and redeem later on this year with a weekend matchup against the Blue Jays. And as for Mandan, again, they started the season a little bit slow. Those 2 ugly-looking losses in the first 2 matches of the season. But again, that change at goalkeeper, they found some really good scores as well. Vandervorst is one of them. We'll talk about him throughout the day today after his great performances in the last 2 matches, supplying Mandan St. Mary's with some crucial victories. But Mandan has really started to grow this season. Obviously, they're not new to playing soccer in North Dakota like you'll see from Minot North and Watford City next season, but kind of coming together as a new group, and maybe took a little bit for Mandan and St. Mary's, the players from both sides, to get used to one another or used to playing with one another on the same team. But once they figured it out, things have looked really good for Aaron McElwee's team and the Mandan St. Mary's Braves. So it's a big-time matchup tonight on the PSP Network. We thank you for joining us. We'll take a quick break, come back with the national anthem and starting lineups. It's about time for WDA Soccer on the PSP Network.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Our name sheet, our national anthem, performed by Orion Bennett, Senior at Minot High.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And now for tonight's starting lineups. Starting first with the visitors on the scoreboard. Number 3, Jay Mueller. Number 4, Connor Lundeen. Number 5, Parker Vandervorst. Number 6, Caden Wandra. Number 7, Chance Bryson. Number 13, Caden Snudstead. Number 15, Hunter McGrane. Number 16, Thomas Catalano. Number 17, Caleb Manager. Number 21, Zach Wheeler. And number 22, Tony Piccolo. Mandan's coach by Aaron McKelvey. Assisted by Randy Baumgartner, Aaron Brennan, Annabelle Navarro, and Melanie Schwab. And now, for your home team, the Minot High Magicians. Number 2, Vinny Polaya. Number 5, Ethan Dangle. Number 8, Samuel Echanis. Number 11, Justin Ambury. Number 12, Nolan Schmidt. Number 16, Dylan Oswald. Number 23, Creighton Wald. Number 25, Drew Bolander. Number 30, Dylan Jackson. Number 33, Isaac Stewart. And number 35, Joshua Marsland. Minus coached by Jordan Foley, assisted by Chad Oswald, Creighton Bachmeyer, Adam Dean, Cameron Foley.
One final reminder, this has been the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pre-game show with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed. It's a stay-in-your-car drive-through oil change service. It'll take about 15 minutes at any of their locations in Minot or Bismarck. Also find out what they do online at VIOC.com. Mandan St. Mary's in the white kits today. Minot High in the home maroon and gold. It's time for kickoff. Mandan St. Mary's will possess the soccer ball first. Just heard the starting lineups announced. We'll break those down a little bit further as we get this match underway, but waiting the whistle are the starting 11 for both sides. It's Caden Snewstad in the middle, getting set to get us started today from Dwayne Carlson Stadium. It's a nice night for soccer, right in between two rainy days, it looks like. Yesterday was downpouring from really the morning until the sun went down at night. Today we should be avoiding that rainy weather, and tomorrow the rain is on the way again. So picked a perfect day for WDA soccer on the PSP network. Mandan St. Mary's first possession is a short one. Minot will take it away, send it all the way back to their talented goalkeeper, Graydon Wald. And Graydon has sure been tested recently. We said in the Keys to the Game segment of our pregame show that goalkeeping would be of very high importance for Mandan St. Mary's. The same goes, honestly, for every team, every game, but Minot High as well. They've allowed a lot of early goals. Got a good stat about that coming up later today. Obviously, in the first half, that's really what it pertains to. Graydon Wald for all 80 minutes today, as long as he is in the match, going to be relied upon to slow down Mandan St. Mary's goal scorers. They're eager to get the ball in the back of the net. It's been a defensive battle here in the first minute. Back and forth right around the midfield line currently. Mandan St. Mary's possesses the soccer ball at the moment. Lights are on early today at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. An earlier sunset as we get into the middle and late part of September. And an early foul called against Minot High. So Mandan will take over possession there. And yeah, we'll start clarifying that I have apparently used the wrong lingo when it comes to stoppages on the field. One of my soccer watching friends reminded me that those are not penalties. Penalties are only those that occur in the box and result in penalty kicks. Those little stoppages there are fouls, so always learn something new. So a foul against Minot High gives Mandan St. Mary's the ball, but their possession again goes by lightning quick, and Minot High has possession there on the forward line, trying to get it to Dylan Jackson. How many times have we said that? That is the game plan for Minot High. Give Jackson the ball on their side of midfield. It nearly worked there, but the Braves were in the way. Now Mandan St. Mary's has the ball taken out of their possession by Minot High. Two very talented defensive groups out on the pitch tonight. Obviously Minot with their defensive lineup of Nolan Schmidt and Josh Marsland, as well as Vincent Pelea, who won a Sport Clips MVP of the match a while ago. I believe that was the last soccer broadcast we did against Bismarck High. Also starting on defense tonight, Drew Bolander for Minot. So get into the Magi starting 11 once again. Sammy Chanis has it, the midfielder for Minot, and his pass up ahead is picked off. Sitting right in the middle was a Mandan St. Mary's defender. And now a long pass will be off target and heading out of bounds, but we do have a foul against Minot High. The slide tackle there was not legal. So Mandan St. Mary's will get a restart and a free kick from 50 yards from the goal box, or sorry, from the goal line. Back to that starting lineup for Minot while we wait on play to resume. Vincent Pelea, Ethan Dangle, Samuel Echanis, Justice Amsbury, Nolan Schmidt, Dylan Oswalt, Drew Bolander, Dylan Jackson, Isaac Stewart, Josh Marsland, and the goalkeeper, Graydon Wald. Not too much change for the starting lineups from match to match for Jordan Foley, the head coach of the Magi. Free kick into the box, and Mandan St. Mary's, it looked like they had something going there, but ducking out of the way, or maybe trying to pull off a header there, was the Braves, but Minot High is able to play it out of the 18-yard line. Quite the athletic play there from Mandan and their defensive starters. For the Braves today, it'll be Jay Mueller, Connor Lundeen, Parker Vandervorst, one of their leading scorers. He has 4 goals in his last 2 matches. Along with Vandervorst in the starting lineup for Mandan St. Mary's, it's Caden Wandra, Chance Bryson, Caden Snewstead, Hunter McGrain, the call-up from the JV team. He is in the starting 11 for Mandan tonight. Thomas Catalano, Caleb Meitinger, Zach Wheeler, and the goalkeeper, Tony Piccolo, a senior. One of very few 12th graders on the Mandan St. Mary's team. There are just 4 of them, all in the starting lineup. 5 of them. Snewstead, Catalano, Vandervorst, Bryson, and of course Piccolo. Already 5 minutes expired in this first half. First half that's been really important for Minot High to get off to a good start. I'll get a throw in after Mandan St. Mary's sent it out of bounds. There's kind of been a recent trend for the Magi in half number 1, and that's that there is going to be a lot of goals early on. This is Pelea with it, but in the triple team has it stolen away, and now an errant pass. It'll be picked up by the Magi, likely in front of their own bench. 70%, just about 70% of all goals scored in Minot High matches, both by the Magi themselves and their opponents, have been scored in the first 40 minutes. 70% of those goals, so getting on the board early is something Minot High has done. Not just Minot High, but their opponents as well. Speaking specifically about that 5-1 loss to Jamestown, all 6 of those goals were in the first half. So expect there to be some early fireworks here between Mandan St. Mary's and Minot High. McGrain for Mandan. had it and then lost it out of bounds, but it will be a Mandan throw-in, it looks like, for the bench of the Minot High Magicians. Header from both teams goes out of bounds. Again, a defensive start to the match. What does Mandan have set up here? It was a shot near the net for Connor Lundeen, who goes just wide right. And the score remains 0-0 here in the first half, but Lundeen with the first strike for Mandan St. Mary's. His goal kick from Wald gets all the way to the 50. Well, it would be the 60 on the soccer pitch. Ball forward for Jackson. Can he track it down? It's bouncing, and Mandan St. Mary's with a good recovery. Still got to get it away from him, but it's a shot put in. Is that Eklund maybe that shot that one? It was well wide of the mark. Or maybe that was not Eklund, that was Isaac Stewart, who shot it for Minot High. It was last touch by Mandan St. Mary's, so we'll get our first Serve Pro corner kick. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Corner kick for Minot. Flying through the air was Jackson. He couldn't get to it, but a second rebound attempt for Minot went wide left. And that was shot by Schmidt, Nolan Schmidt, with the second chance. You'll have to do some fixing of that camera for you. That looks a little bit dark. It is not that dark today here in Minot, and there is hardly a cloud right above Dwayne Carlson Stadium. So, once this possession is finished, Minot High has it again. Chanis with the header to Pelea. Oh, slipping on the Mandan St. Mary's defense. That was almost disastrous as Jackson was ready to take it. Slipping up there was Chance Bryson. Did lead to a free kick for Minot High. May have come in contact with that ball with his hand. Handball against Mandan St. Mary's could be the call there. Didn't see the official signal. So it'll be Dylan Oswalt lining up this free kick from 30 yards out. The referee sets up the teams. A wall of white jerseys right in front of Oswalt. How will Minot High approach this? It's going to go on a line right into that wall of white jerseys, and Mandan St. Mary's will clear and step off the air to fix this camera for you on the PSP Network. Enjoy soccer. Well, that should look a little bit better, hopefully. We'll resume with 10 minutes of the first half already gone by, 29:33 remaining in the first half. A scoreless contest so far on the BNC National Bank scoreboard with locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit them online at bnc.bank. Mandan St. Mary's year one as a co-op team. Mandan had their own squad a year ago. St. Mary's did not. Good to see the teams coming together, giving these obviously interested soccer players an opportunity to play. We'll see a new varsity team next year, it seems, in Watford City. They got their first varsity contest, if you will, even though they're fielding a JV team. They played Minot North in what was considered a varsity match for both sides. Non-conference game. Watford City will be starting their program, and St. Mary's needed a chance to play and went along with Mandan to ball in the box for Minot High, but again, Mandan St. Mary's, the defense unrelenting for the Braves here in the first half. Got to give some credit there to McGrain flying around. You can see why Coach McElwee and the staff for Mandan St. Mary's wanted this guy not only on the varsity roster, but also in the starting 11 at midfield. Hunter McGrain, JV call-up into the starting lineup for Mandan. Janus with the ball picked off by Mandan St. Mary's. Again, it's McGrain right there in all the action. Maybe hung on to the jersey, but no call. So it was Oswalt fighting for it with McGrain. Jackson crossing the field. He's going to go to the left side of the net. It rolls, and Piccolo with the diving save. There's Tony Piccolo, the goalkeeper we spoke about a lot in the pregame show. He is one of the most important players out on the pitch for Mandan St. Mary's today, as he has been very good. Again, not the opening day starter for Mandan, but obviously with new co-op, some new players coming and going, just took a little bit. And Piccolo has obviously been number one choice for Mandan St. Mary's since the third match of the season. Oh, right through the defense. That could have been a really nice ball for Mandan. Forgot who even played that into the goal box, but it was Connor Lundeen. Sorry, not Connor Lundeen. It was Parker Vandervorst, who has 11 points on the season, 8 of them being goals, who was fed a really nice ball from the sideline that split the middle of two Minot High defenders right into the box, but Vandervorst couldn't collect it and went all the way to the goalkeeper, Graydon Walt. What could have been possibly the first goal of today's match. Free kick for the Braves, coming from Minot High's side of midfield. Up to McGrain. And then Mandan St. Mary's lost a touch there, but they'll gain it right back. Back and forth. You'll see it a lot. Soccer, especially on those restarts. It'll change hands many times. And then one team will get into an offensive set like Mandan St. Mary's was trying to do, but a pass that went too long will result in a throw-in for Minot. Nice work there on the far side. The defensive line. That was Josh Marsland. And a substitution, first one of the day. In for Mandan St. Mary's, that's going to be James Hoover, the sophomore midfielder. Wears number 9 for Mandan. That one went off of the referee as Minot High was trying to clear that one quickly. Said Mandan St. Mary's will pick it up. Yeah, it goes right out of bounds to the Minot High coaching staff. Nearing the halfway mark of the first half. Oh, a miss there from Nolan Schmidt. Vandervorst chasing after it. Again, couldn't pick up the ball while in the box. Steal from Minot High, and it looks like they're going to be able to avoid dangers. There's the clear. Up to Mandan St. Mary's defensive line. Janus wanted it back. Now he's going to get it. Goes to his left. Sorry, his right and then back to the left. Again, Mandan with 2 close call opportunities in the first 20 minutes of today's match. Long shot in is going to be saved by Piccolo. A second save of the match for Mandan St. Mary's goalkeeper, as Oswalt tried from about 27 yards out. He is denied at the goal line by Piccolo. So Minot has kind of made their own opportunities, if you will, on the offensive side, while Mandan St. Mary's has just nearly taken advantage of some Minot High miscues. Schmidt, who couldn't knock down that last ball that got almost to the goalkeeper, Graydon Wall, and Vandervorst was right there to scoop it up, but just didn't have control of it, and the pass earlier that split between two Magi defenders that Vandervorst tried to get. And St. Mary's, they know who to give it to on the offensive side, and that is their leading goal scorer this season, Parker Vandervorst, leading returning goal scorer as well. Sorry, assist leader. Vandervorst had 4 assists last season. Has turned that into 8 goals and 3 assists so far in 2024. Had a hat trick recently against Bismarck High, and 4 goals on the entirety of Week 5 of the high school soccer season here in North Dakota. Slide tackle from behind by Mandan. Now a ball to the near side, again just outside of 18. Battle for it. It was James Hoover, the substitution on for Mandan St. Mary's, that had possession of the ball. And now Hoover will get it again. Close to the near sideline. Nice defensive work there for Minot High. Again, it's Isaac Stewart who takes that ball away from Hoover, preventing any further advancement from Mandan St. Mary's. There's a whistle and a foul going against Minot High. Magi have committed quite a few of those early fouls in today's match. 18 full minutes gone by today from Dwayne Carlson Stadium. A good time to remind you that this broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 7 and on Saturday from 8:30 to 3. UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. The Magi will be on this field quite a bit in the near future. This is the first of 5 consecutive home matches for Minot High, and it comes at a crucial point in the season, as we've said quite a bit today, and we'll continue to say later on in the broadcast. Minot High currently in 5th. There's no WDA tournament this year. You have to be in the top 4 by regular season's end. And Minot High currently occupying all alone in 5th place, which is pretty much, you could say last is the worst place to be in, but 5th is definitely the worst place to be in at when it's all said and done. You just miss it by 1 spot on the standings. Usually that's just 1 match. If you could have gotten points from it, it would have been in the state tournament. So Minot kind of in the tough position. It's not must-win territory yet. They're very close to Williston and Mandan St. Mary's, who are even points-wise and currently in 3rd and 4th. But 5 consecutive home matches, they're going to be big ones. Jamestown is one of the opponents during that stretch. We'll have it on the PSP network. Jamestown is a perfect 10-0 on this season. They have not dropped a single match point this year. 30 for 30 are the Blue Jays, so should be a test for Minot High there. The other teams that they'll host on this 5-game homestand: Century on Thursday, Dickinson on Saturday. Minot North will come into town on next Tuesday. And then Jamestown to wrap up the home schedule. That'll be the final home match of the season for Minot High, coming up on the 1st of October. Vandervorst maybe trying to pass it up ahead, and it may not have necessarily been to his teammate, but maybe to himself. Magi get it away from Vandervorst, but Mandan St. Mary's will recover. They still have possession. Working just steps outside of the goal box. Vandervorst sends one in towards the 9-yard line, but it's Again, just a little off target and a little off balance trying to receive it with the header was Jay Mueller. Mueller already a goal in 2024, trying to add to it. Another very nice play from MANDAN St. Mary's. They have had quite a few opportunities in scoring distance. But at the moment, the BNC National Bank scoreboard is empty. 0-0 between MANDAN St. Mary's and Minot High. Today's broadcast on the PSP Network is also brought to you by Planet Pizza. There's no pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or a plain cheese at Planet Pizza. Call now 701-852-1700 to place an order, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. The Magic Towing Intermission Report coming up. Once the first half is complete, there's a foul called on a big collision there between Minot and MANDAN St. Mary's. Free kick for the Braves from 43 yards away. Played over to the sideline, but this might not work. How MANDAN St. Mary's drew it up a little bit too strong. They're off the foot of Vandervorst. And it just goes right out of bounds. A throw-in coming for Minot High. And you just wonder if MANDAN St. Mary's has played a little bit cleaner here in the first half. Could they have a lead? We brought up that stat that teams are scoring a lot in the first half against Minot High, and recently it has contributed to success for the Magi opponents. MANDAN St. Mary's could get on the board here in the first 40. That would be pretty beneficial to their cause in taking home the season series, or at least coming to a even season series with Minot High. Oswald turns around, faces the defense. Now will pass it off to the far sideline. Gets it back, playing the triangle offense on the far sideline. It's Oswald, and looks to be a new addition to Minot High's offense. Read the jersey number wrong from up here. No, that's just Kyle Eklund, number 27. That's 22. Goal kick for MANDAN goes right to a chain as a header to Dylan Jackson. What can Minot do with this? Jackson will try and chase down after his own free ball and couldn't keep it in the corner. Throw in for MANDAN St. Mary's. Dylan Jackson brings a lot of energy to the soccer pitch each and every match. See him roaming around the middle of the forward line for Minot High. Minot High wants to get the ball to somebody. It's number 30. He has it right here at 18. Tried to strike, but nice recovery and not biting too early, but just letting that play happen and blocking the shot immediately. Chance Bryson, he has played a nice first 25 minutes almost. Bryson has been tasked with playing that middle defensive position. He is responsible for knowing where Dylan Jackson is all the time, and Bryson there, patient, and it pays off. Minot's been pretty crafty with their passes, I'll have to say. Workman. Low shot in. Piccolo fields it like a ground ball at shortstop. Usually you'll see the goalkeeper just kind of jump on the ball, pounce on it to make sure that that one doesn't get through the legs. But there, Piccolo, you might be a baseball player. That nice footwork there. Minot on the move once again. The Magi find the first half breakthrough here and get somebody on the BNC National Bank scoreboard before halftime. No, it's a ball out of bounds, but the Minot High Magicians will keep it on the throw-in. Immediately taken away by MANDAN St. Mary's. Just attempting to clear. Echanis lost out of bounds, and now the Braves will have possession once again. And the Magic Towing Intermission Report comes up in the next almost 14 minutes. Remember their phone number 701-509-4011 when you need a tow. No no job too big or too small when you call Magic Towing. I think I'd memorize these ad reads by now. Substitution for Minot High. Tayson Solper is on the pitch, the sophomore. Solper has been pretty good. I mean, he's been a bench player for Minot High, obviously, as he continues to grow up a sophomore and become one of the veteran leaders of this Magi team. You're going to hear Solper's name called quite a bit, I'd have to imagine. You see Jackson graduating this year. He's a senior, so yeah, spots opening up for guys like Tayson Solper. Getting a lot of good varsity minutes here in his sophomore campaign. Now a substitution in for Mandan St. Mary's, Axton Hoffner, also a sophomore. Quite a bit of youth on the pitch right now for these two teams, even in the starting lineups. Got guys like Dolan Schmidt, Dylan Oswalt, sophomores for Minot High. And Mandan starting plenty of sophomores. McGrain, one of them, the call-up, Zach Wheeler on the defensive line. He's a sophomore. Even have an 8th grader on the roster in Alex Albrecht. Throw in from near the corner. It's in the middle of the box, but almost not enough aggressiveness there from the Braves, as there maybe could have been a little more physicality there trying to notch their first goal of the match. Instead, they're going to throw in further towards midfield. Still something to work with for Mandan St. Mary's. A long throw in. Not collected, though, by the Braves. And now off of the Minot deflection, there's a chance. Oh, nice slide there. But it's going to warrant a whistle. That was James Hoover making the play. I think he called for the foul. A first half that's flown by today on the PSP Network. 11 minutes remain. Clock continues to run as a Magi player hits the turf, and you get a free kick from near the sideline. Almost treat this one as a corner. I don't know enough X's and O's of soccer on where this play is going to go, but you could almost treat it as a corner kick and curve this one into the box. Trying to score on the header. At least that's what it looks like Minot High is setting up to do. They will take it all the way in front of the net, but it goes over the head of everybody in a maroon jersey there that was set up. And out of bounds for a Mandan St. Mary's goal kick. The Magic Towing Intermission Report. We'll take a look back at the first half. No scoring to break down yet. Oh, goodness. A kick from Piccolo. That was a curveball. You bring up baseball-isms about the goalkeeper, Tony Piccolo. That was maybe more of a slider there. That just curved all the way out of bounds. Didn't even give Mandan a chance after that goal kick, and now a throw-in for Minot High. Unrelated to that goal kick. Also, the Magic Towing Intermission Report, a look ahead at this week's schedule on the PSP Network. Another good week on the network, incorporating all the sports this time around. Soccer, volleyball, and football, of course, on Friday. Football broadcast in a totally new location. I don't think PSP has ever been to this location for any broadcast of any sort. Sideways clear there. That's not going to work. Mandan St. Mary's has it. They're advancing, but there's a lot of Minot jerseys there, and the important one, Echanis, is going to take it away in the end. Up to K.O. Workman, and now Mandan St. Mary's. There's that aggressiveness as Hoover, again, he's come off the bench for Mandan St. Mary's, but he has a mission to do, it seems. playing at midfield. Flying through the air for Mandan and actually injuring his own player, it seems like. It was Vandervorst that tried to sell the trip from Ichanis and actually dove right into the ankle, it looks like, of Connor Lundeen, and Lundeen will head off the pitch. That's not what you want to see. A substitution in for Mandan. Caden Snewstat in for Mandan St. Mary's, but after all of that, there was a foul called on Ichanis for Minot High for tripping Vandervorst, so yeah, they took the worst of it, apparently. Connor Lundeen, he's off the pitch. Vandervorst takes the free kick. It's into the box, but again, Minot's defense strong there. The more aggressive team, it seems, when the ball gets to that part of the pitch. They play it out of the box. It'll be a throw-in for Mandan St. Mary's right in front of the fan section here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Quite nice attendance today. Good group from Bismarck and Mandan as well. Already been to Minot this season. Went to Sentinel Stadium for a match against Minot North that was won by the Braves. Out of the final 7:49 in half number one. Got a lot of substitutions coming in. It might be another injury to Mandan St. Mary's. It was. Who is that they're sending off the pitch? Is that Vandervorst? No. That was Caden Snewstad that was taken off the field. There's the substitutions waiting to be brought in. Now the referee is communicating about the last play. It's set up right now to be a Minot High throw-in. And there's the call to continue play. Throw in for Minot High. It'll be deflected back into the field of play. Can they keep it? No. Mandan St. Mary's will play it back toward where the midfielders are situated for Minot. Quick passing up the pitch for Minot High. They've got it to Cale Workman. Workman tries a shot. But again, Mandan St. Mary's having none of it. It's knocked down pretty much immediately by Caden Wandra. There's the substitutions in for Minot High. Dylan Jackson back on the pitch. He's joined by Grayson Steele, the freshman for the Magi. Student section is here from Minot High School, as they always are, no matter the sport. Right in front of the net, Jackson missed the header. There was still a shot on goal. I think that was Schmidt. Again, Schmidt an opportunity as the defenseman. It's like a offensive lineman carrying the football in the sport of football. Got to make use of those opportunities, but Schmidt has been saved. His shots have been saved by Tony Piccolo so far today. What do we say in the Northern Plains? Eating air keys to the game. Piccolo's position as a goalkeeper for Mandan St. Mary's is going to be a very important one. That looked to be a foul against Mandan St. Mary's as Braves player Could be identified as Caleb Meitinger. Just took out the legs of Dylan Oswalt, but we play on. Now Oswalt possesses the ball. Give it to Echanis. Trying to find Jackson on the move. Good recovery, but it's a ball that somehow works its way into the goal for Dylan Jackson, and the streak continues for number 30. He has scored in every game in conference play, and that one kind of baffles you how it even got into the net. There was a great recovery by Chance Bryson from Mandan. We spoke about him earlier on, about the great work he's done defensively. And Bryson, it looked like he had Jackson stopped. He was stride for stride with the speedy senior goal scorer. And then Piccolo ended up coming out of the goal almost to meet Jackson there, even though Bryson was right with Jackson's hip. And that shot went the opposite way of where Jackson's momentum was going, and it just rolls right next to the goal post and in for the first goal of the match. It's in the 35th minute from Dylan Jackson, and makes the score 1-0 in favor of Minot High on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life is busy. That's why they'll make managing your money easy with locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Also find them online at bnc.bank. That was more of a football tackle there by Ethan Dangle on Connor Lundy, and then a slide tackle in soccer, and that will be one of the easier calls that you're going to make as a referee. Free kick for Parker Vandervorst. So once again, a free kick that could lead to a goal for Mandan St. Mary's. At this point, it'll be the equalizer with the Magicians ahead by 1. Mandan St. Mary's gets organized right at 18. Vandervorst, waiting on the whistle, will take his steps up to this free kick. Ball on the near sideline at 35. Curves not where his teammates are. Bryson was the intended target, but it's played out of bounds by Minot High. That'll result in a throw-in for Mandan St. Mary's, so the pressure's still on the Magician defense. That's a ball close to the end line. Bouncing around, taking a lot of rebounds off the chest, off the foot, of course, off the elbow maybe, and out of bounds. Throw in for the Braves. Just 3 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mandan St. Mary's, they have a chance here to tie. Oh, faked you out. Gonna dribble. And now falling down on the sideline. And some extra after the play, and now a conversation will be had between the referee and the player from Mandan St. Mary's is James Hoover. As Hoover thought that he got tackled on the sideline illegally, and then kind of gave a bit of a shove to the Minot High player, but nothing there that would need a yellow card or anything else to be issued. Just competitive spirit. Ball gets past the midfield of Mandan St. Mary's. Minot looking for a late goal to go up by 2. It's Workman. Workman will go all the way to Piccolo, the goalkeeper. Takes a short hop on him. Can he keep it in bounds? No. Minot High corner kick on the way. late substitutions here in the first half, just 93 seconds to go. Getting the right personnel on the pitch for the Serve Pro corner kick. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Clock starts running again. 1:15 left in half number one. Corner from Minot High. It's a header, but it's cleared by Mandan St. Mary's. They take care of business that time. Now they'll have to defend the throw-in. Minot trying to work quickly, down to a minute 2. Oswald plays it back inbounds to Dangle. Dangled a long pass in the middle of the pitch. It's actually going to find its target, which was that one Stewart. But Stewart misplayed it, and now it's back to the midfield line for Minot High. Rolling ball into the corner. That'll get out of bounds. And Mandan St. Mary's, the defense holds, keeping this a 1-goal deficit for the Braves. What can Mandan St. Mary's do in just 30 seconds for the halftime whistle? No added time here in North Dakota High School soccer. They are exactly 40 minutes in length, are the halves. Our stoppages. Dangle with the defense will take it away from Vandervorst, and that might just do it for half number one. It's Minot High. Nope, Mandan will end the half with possession, and there's the horn. It was defense for the first 20 minutes of this first half. Dylan Jackson eventually adds his first goal of the match, 10th of this season. For the talented senior, he scored in every match but one for Minot High this season, and they lead 1-0 going in to the Magic Towing intermission. Reporting the other side of this commercial break. You're watching WDA Soccer on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Just one goal in the first half. Comes from Minot High, a team that has been scoring early in matches all season long. Did it help that they scored the first goal today before halftime? Only a few goals have been scored against the Magi in half number 2 this season. Mandan St. Mary's has their work cut out for them in the second half of today's match. But before we get to the final 40 minutes, let's take a look back at the first 40 today in the Magic Towing Intermission Report. Remember their phone number, 701-509-4011. Serving Western North Dakota, it's Magic Towing. There's no job too big or too small. You call Magic Towing. First half scoring, had to wait a while to the 35th minute for Dylan Jackson to score, but he had an opportunity earlier on. Obviously, Minot High, we know their game plan by now. If you've been watching the Magi all season long as a Minot High fan or scouting them as an opponent, Dylan Jackson is the guy that gets the ball when Minot High is looking to score. Sprinting past the defense, but there was one guy for Mandan St. Mary's that he was not going to get by in the first half, and that was Chance Bryson, the senior who really played a nice first half defensively for Mandan St. Mary's. Bryson was pretty much connected to Dylan Jackson in that first half. He was not allowing anything from number 30, and obviously a few great saves from Tony Piccolo as well for Mandan St. Mary's in the first half, even on shots that didn't come in from Jackson. He was great in the first 20 minutes for the Braves and really throughout the entire first half. But the only goal of half number 1, a wild one where all the credit needs to go to Dylan Jackson. Got the ball in a pass ahead from Samuel Echanis, who'd be credited with the assist. This was in the 35th minute of half number 1. Just under 6 minutes remaining in the first half of today's matchup. Jackson sprinting towards the near side, inside the goal box. And again, it was Bryson right there who was along with Jackson, and somehow Dylan Jackson was able to get the shot off, and it rolled past Piccolo, who came out of the net to try and meet Jackson and double team him, but it ended up being the wrong spot for Piccolo to be as the ball just trickled into the net for the first and only goal of the first half, credited to Dylan Jackson on the assist from Samuel Echanis in the 35th minute. Mandan St. Mary's surely had their scoring chances, especially with Parker Vandervorst early on in the half, and some nice passes into the box. Also got lucky a little bit on Minot High. A few mishaps and mishits on the defensive line for the Magi really opened up some opportunities for Vandervorst, the leading scorer for the Braves. However, as it shows on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, unable to capitalize in the first half. It'll take a big-time second-half effort to equalize and maybe even pick up the comeback win for Mandan St. Mary's, who again currently the number 4 team in the WDA standings. They're in a comfortable position right now, at least as far as the Shields WDA standings go, but Minot High with a win today could really make things interesting and shuffle those teams positioned 2 through 5 at the moment. As let's pull that up here as part of the planning team financial the Magic Towing Intermission Report if we can. But obviously Jamestown, they are the number 1 team, not only in the West, but record-wise, they are the number 1 team in the state of North Dakota at 10-0. Here are those WDA soccer standings. Jamestown 10-0. They're in the first place position. Legacy, the reigning WDA champions, they are in second at 6-2-2. But again, a draw against Minot High. They then pended the Magi later on in the season, and Minot and Legacy don't have to play again the rest of the year. But then you have the real mix in 3 through 5. Williston, Mandan St. Mary's, and Minot. Williston and Mandan St. Mary's, they have the same number of points, 6 wins and 1 draw for 19 points in the standings. Minot is right behind them with 16. They've also played a few less conference matches than the Coyotes and the Braves. So what would a win do for Minot High? Well, if results hold, they will draw even with Williston and Mandan at 19 points, creating that 3-way tie. And with all of the advantage over Mandan St. Mary's, this would be Minot's second win over the Braves if they can finish it out in the final 40 minutes to move ahead of Mandan, but they've also lost twice to Williston, so they'd still be behind the Coyotes. As for Mandan St. Mary's, with Williston inactive today, a draw will keep them in the top 4. So Mandan, it's gonna be important for them to equalize here in the second half, and of course get that second goal if they can later on today. You see the rest of the WDA table: Bismarck High, Century, Minot North, and Dickinson. Some teams that aren't eliminated yet in that mix, but it's quite the uphill battle for the Demons and Patriots the rest of this season. Bismarck High, a team that has never missed a state boys soccer tournament. Well, the second half gets started when we return on the PSP Network. This has been the Magic Towing Intermission Report. Minot High leads in the BNC National Bank scoreboard by a 1-0 tally. We'll put 40 minutes back on the board when we return on the PSP Network.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Here's a look at what's coming up this week on the PSP Network. Today and all week long, you're going to see a lot of Mandan High School, at least on the road. Mandan Braves at St. Mary's in volleyball going on right now on the PSP Network. Of course, you're here with Mandan St. Mary's and Minot High soccer tonight. Then Thursday, Mandan is in town once again against Minot North for WDA volleyball. The Sentinels having their home opener tonight against Watford City. They'll get their second home game of the season on Thursday. And then that football triple header, Minot High at West Fargo. Cheyenne is at Century, and Napoleon Gackle Streeter at Kidder County in 9-man football in the absolutely crazy difficult 9-man Region 8 this season. As we kick off the second half, you'll hear Todd Domrys talk all about the Region 8 of North Dakota 9-man football on Friday night from Steele, North Dakota. Probably the first ever PSP Network broadcast from Steele. That's coming up on Friday night. So keep it here on the PSP Network. Follow us on our social media platforms at Network PSP so you never miss when a broadcast is going to happen. Quite a bit of high school soccer still be broadcast to you on the PSP Network this season. This is the first match day of Week 6 in North Dakota high school soccer. So Week 6 of 8 in the regular season. There's a player down for Minot High and a foul against Mandan St. Mary's, so a turnover to the Magi. The lead 1-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 8 weeks of regular season soccer in North Dakota, and then the following weekend in October 10th, 11th, and 12th, there'll be the State Boys Soccer Tournament. 8 teams compete. The top 4 placers from the East in the regular season, and the top 4 from the West. There's no other postseason tournaments. It's just you make it or you don't throughout the regular season. Each conference playing double round-robin schedules. You'll play home and away against every other team in your conference. Really leaves no time for non-conference action, so for just about everybody in the state, if you make it to the state tournament, it's your first and only time to take on an East Region opponent. Minot already played both Grand Forks schools to start the season, winning both with 1-goal victories over Grand Forks Central and Grand Forks Red River. Already have a Serve Pro corner kick in half number 2. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians. It's Serve Pro. Serve Pro also brings you the move of the game during our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Not a corner kick into the box, but it's eventually going to get there, and Piccolo will dive to save it. And plays it out of bounds on the far sideline, so no corner kick here for Minot High, and that's because they were offsides anyway. So offsides is the call. Mandan will play it from the goal box and prevent Minot High from adding to their 1-goal lead. Northern Plains hitting their keys to the game earlier today as part of the planning team. The Valvoline and Oil Change pregame show. They are brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air with over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts and the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than with Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Ball's in the air here. It's not hitting the turf very much. Jackson from 10 off the goal post. That's the football field goal post. And no good. So Jackson, though, he's still not getting up. There he is. And we'll have to send him off the pitch here too. No, but it looks like Jackson is good to stay in. We have seen 2 Mandan St. Mary's players be issued off the pitch. Jackson will be able to remain in the contest for now. As for second half keys, for Mandan, be a little more aggressive, especially inside the goal box, as most of the aggression we've seen from Mandan St. Mary's has been on plays like that, where people end up hitting the turf. This time it's Vandervorst once again, who's brought down, but does bring up the free kick for Mandan St. Mary's, and it won't be taken by Vandervorst this time. Mandan gets the signal to play, and they're going right away. A header chance for the Braves. Second opportunity is knocked down by Chanis. It goes past the end line, putting an end to the play. And Minot will get to clear this one with the goal kick from Graydon Wald, who has not let a shot on goal get past him so far this evening. Long run up and a line drive towards the middle of the pitch. Picked up by Justice Amsbury for Minot High. Haven't said his name too much today. Amsbury has, throughout the season, become a pretty important midfielder for Minot, as he and Sammy Chanis are kind of the dual quarterback system. If let's start throwing at other sports, I maybe do that too much on the soccer side of things, but they kind of run the show. Point guards on the field. Chanis and Amsbury, they get things started offensively for Minot High. Throw in for the Magi. 34 minutes, just under play in the match. Still haven't even got to the rest of the second half keys. There's been a lot happening today at Dwayne Carlson Stadium, but 1 goal, 35th minute from Dylan Jackson. Second half keys for Minot High. Keep up the defense. They've played really well today against Mandan St. Mary's. As right on cue, there's a steal. Not just Wald, but the whole defensive line for Minot. They have been beaten a little bit recently by the best teams in the region. Williston, Legacy, Jamestown have gotten the best of Minot. However, today, The defensive group for the Magi have kept Mandan St. Mary's off of the BNC National Bank scoreboard for the time being. Throw in from Minot High. They'll enter it into the goal box. It's headed away by the Braves. Spinning is Pelea, but he has it stolen. So Mandan St. Mary's playing some nice defense as well in the second half. They've been playing good defense as well. It's been a nice battle between those two sides. As expected, the first match was a nail-biter between Mandan St. Mary's and Minot High. Both teams scored early on in the first half, as has been usual for the Magi this season. And waiting till the final 3 minutes was Dylan Jackson to net the winning goal in a 2-1 decision for the Magi. High in the sky goes that ball. It's picked up by Amsbury. Amsbury will hesitate, go to his right, pass to Echanis. Now, Minot has a chance. Here's Amsbury. And his pass may be a shot attempt, one that he wants back. Not really sure what Amsbury, or if he could even commit to either of the two options there, as Amsbury was all alone getting that ball in. And it was one-on-one with him and Tony Piccolo, the goalkeeper for Mandan. I think he may have been even surprised sometimes when he was that wide open. Almost tried passing that across the box to Dylan Jackson and instead just rolled right between them. Jackson and the goalkeeper out of bounds. So Mandan St. Mary's will surely take that break. But now they need to get it to their offense. It'll be Bryson to send this one away. Kicking from in front of his goal, but there are substitutions coming in for Mandan in the white jerseys today. Minot High in the maroon. If you're just joining us on the PSP Network. 1-0 lead for Minot. Scored in the first half. We are in the second half, despite what your PNC National Bank scoreboard says. 30 minutes remain here from Dwayne Carlson Stadium. And Amsbury lost it again. He's possessed the ball a lot in the second half. And now makes a decent play defensively, but that one touched the hand of a Mandan player. I thought maybe that was Amsbury that touched it, but instead it will go against the Braves and Hoover. Braves bring about a Minot High throw-in after it's kicked towards the Minot High bench. Jordan Foley, the head coach of this Minot High team, 12 wins a year ago, but 6 draws. Wild, wild stat there. You rarely see it. In fact, we've only had 3 draws in the West region this season. Minot has been part of one. Magi went 8-1 in conference play. They defeated Dickinson in the state qualifying match. A tournament Minot has been a part of a lot, to say the least. Ended up finishing on the podium in 3rd place at the state soccer tournament. As for Mandan St. Mary's, their head coach is Aaron McElwee, former Uberry Marauder from Northern Ireland. Braves Again, that was just Mandan High School on their own without St. Mary's. Last fall went 1-13 with one draw. Lost in the first round of the WDA tournament to Dickinson, 4-2. A Midgets team that would go on to play Minot in the state qualifier match. Quite the turnaround for Mandan from 1-13-1 a year ago to where they are right now, just past the midway point of the 2024 season, bringing along Bismarck St. Mary's, 6 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw here in 2024. Currently on a 2-match win streak. And that kick may have gotten a little bit too high from Chance Bryson. He's called for the foul. Minot High trying to work quickly. Oswalt taking the free kick from 40 yards away from the goal line. Dylan Jackson quick to recover. He's taking quite a few shots here in the second half. Maybe looking for a shot on goal this time. It's Minot who hurried to that free kick. Will take their time all the way towards that 10 yards. Palea goes flying in, but it's Piccolo with the save. Tony Piccolo, 1 goal allowed, but he has saved many for the Braves. I believe that's 6 by now for Piccolo, if my count is correct. Stopping that free kick chance from Minot High and keeping this a 1-0 match. Free kick now for Mandan St. Mary's. This one from 45 yards out. Lining up the free kick for Mandan. Dominic Heck. Nope. That was Thomas Catalano. Sent it past the end line for Mandan St. Mary's. Catalano this year, 1 goal as a senior defenseman for Mandan St. Mary's. Goal kick from Wald. Last 25 minutes today might be a pretty slow pace as Minot High's defense puts the clamps on Mandan St. Mary's, or will attempt to. Mandan St. Mary's wants to equalize here. It's going to have to start with Vandervorst. He has gotten the ball quite a bit in the box, inside of 18. Minot might have been too quick. They needed to get a substitution on the pitch. Kyle Eklund, a forward, will make his way onto Dwayne Carlson Field. I think the comeback is going to start with Vandervorst, like I was talking about for the Braves. And it might be Chance Bryson as well, as he's going to be tested this time with Minot High already getting it up the pitch into the forward position. Side of 20 yards, long strike, but it goes a little bit too strong there. A booming kick from Vincent Palea. Less than 24 minutes on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 1-0 Minot High. Nothing there as Jackson fell to the ground. Now we'll pass it off, but not enough touch on it that time from Palea. We had too much muscle on the last one. This time it just kind of dies right in front of the goal. line. Piccolo will scoop it up. That does count as another save for him. A shot on goal for Minot High. Work his way right up the pitch. Schmidt for Minot. Couldn't get the right read on it. Pelea has been given the ball a lot here in the most recent 2 minutes. Here goes Grayson Steele. Slide tackle out of bounds by Hoover. Tell you what, James Hoover not in the starting 11 for Mandan St. Mary's. Maybe that wasn't number 9. That was number, no, it was Hoover. He has made plays offensively and defensively that have been really important for Mandan St. Mary's. It's a bouncing ball to Piccolo, and he'll pick it up. Quickly approaching for Minot to try and knock it away. It was Jackson, Dylan Jackson. Possession will go away for Mandan St. Mary's. It crosses the end line. It's broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State University, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. BC to be heard by you at MSU. That's Minot State University. Mandan St. Mary's was able to steal it away from Minot High. It was out of bounds. It will be a throw-in, though, for the Braves. Closing in on that equalizing goal. Vandervorst will hand it off. He will not be the one to throw it in. Instead, the responsibility will go to Chance Bryson. Sorry, Caleb Meidinger. We have a yellow card, we do. It goes against Oswalt of Minot High. We've seen quite a bit of chippiness for these teams. Both sides guilty of it. Right there, it's Oswalt that's going to be sent off the pitch. Saw him kind of out of anger, just sky-high kick the soccer ball, and now he'll head to the bench with a yellow card. It's not an ejection, but another yellow would bring up a red and take a man off the pitch for Minot High. Does lead to a Parker Vandervorst free kick, 26 yards from the goal line. Mandan St. Mary's looking to get on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, but it won't be Vandervorst taking the free kick. Instead, he is taken off the pitch. Uriah Hawkins is a new player in for Mandan St. Mary's. And now coming over to take the free kick or get into position is Meidinger. Meidinger and Hawkins communicating. They're going to try and play some mind games here with Minot High as the Magi get set up. Get to this point in the game, you see a lot of free kicks throughout the match, but they start getting real important now. It will be Meidinger. Line drive. This could be something for the Braves. A header that goes just off the crossbar. Again, that was Bryson, who's been playing defense all day long. Down there for the free kick in the box. But just off target. It was poked away, it looks like, by Wald. So Mandan St. Mary's will now set up a Serve Pro corner kick. They haven't had many of these chances today. It's been all Minot on the corner kick department. Now Mandan St. Mary's with a late chance. Just a few seconds. More than 20 minutes remaining in the match today. Corner kick for Mandan. Headed away by Minot, but it stays in the box and it's going to get in the net. The Braves have equalized in the 60th minute. Who was it in the end? They're all celebrating with Caleb Meidinger. Again, the header there was from Minot High initially, but it was unable to be cleared. I think it hit a few more players in maroon jerseys, and Meidinger just waited, and struck in Mandan St. Mary's first goal of the match. And all of that got started with a yellow card from Dylan Oswald. The free kick for Mandan St. Mary's went just above the crossbar, led to a ServPro corner kick, and Mandan St. Mary's cashes in on the corner. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology, specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's ServPro. So I believe that goal went in with 19:59 on the scoreboard. So it'll be a 61st minute goal for number 17 in white and black, Caleb Meidinger. 6th point of the season, his 3rd goal. Meidinger, the returning leader in goals from a season ago for Mandan, with 2. Andrew Catalano had 4. He's not on the team this year, so Meidinger. And Vandervoorst is the leading goal scorer this season, but Meidinger has been a consistent goal scorer throughout his career. And now a 3rd goal of 2024 will bring Mandan even with Minot High at 1 goal apiece, again in the 61st minute. And you always seem to see it, when you relinquish the lead as Minot High just did. And the dial for the aggressiveness gets turned up a little bit more. You just lost the lead. Now they're battling again and just decking the Mandan St. Mary's player. That was Marsland, who laid out Connor Lundeen. Landed on his back, but nothing there. It'll lead to a throw-in as the ball went out of bounds. Substitutions in for Mandan St. Mary's. It's sure been probably the most physical match we've seen on the PSP network this season. 1 yellow card issued to Oswald of Minot High. And just 17 minutes, 26 seconds to go in the match from Dwayne Carlson Stadium in Minot. Pulls back to Minot's defensive line. Here's Jacob Jackson. Has it stolen away. Mandan St. Mary's has a little something going. And now another collision on the sideline, and Hoover part of it. He is quite the spark for Mandan St. Mary's, James Hoover. They've had a little something to say there to the Minot High defensive player. And again, he's getting a little word of advice from a referee. That's the 2nd time now for Hoover that referees had to pass along some information. Not only has Minot turned up the dial of aggressiveness here in the final 19 minutes, but Mandan St. Mary's, they know that 3 points is possible here against Minot High. They know what the Magi did on Mandan's home field earlier in the season. Stealing a win late in the 77th minute to win 2-1. Mandan trying to play the Uno reverse card to Minot High tonight. Into the final 16 minutes. Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show coming up next. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work toward financial freedom. We'll name the Sport Clips MVP of the match, also the ServPro move of the game. I think we may have just saw it with Caleb Meidinger's equalizing goal. A very important one for Mandan St. Mary's. We mentioned it in the Magic Towing intermission report that a draw, just points for Mandan, will keep them in the top 4. With Williston off today, a draw would put Mandan into 3rd. A win also into 3rd place. Actually, they would pick up their 22nd point of the season. Legacy currently in 2nd with 20 points, and the Sabres tonight, they have Minot North at home. So pending the results of that one, Mandan St. Mary's could move into 2nd place with a win today at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Free kick here for Mandan St. Mary's after the Minot foul, but the Serve Pro move of the game. Meidinger definitely a top candidate at the moment. But if there's a go-ahead goal here in the final 14 minutes of action, probably could take his place as the Serve Pro move of the game as part of the planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show. Oh, you've got a flag up in the air there, and that's because Bryson maybe pushed Dylan Jackson a little bit. Trying to pick up that ball. Free kick goes all the way to the end line, and it's kept in. What a play there from Minot High as they're able to keep play alive. It was Solper, possibly. No, 26, Grayson Steele. They kept that inbounds. Ball's out of bounds now. It'll be a throw-in for Mandan St. Mary's, so all for nothing there for Minot High, as they'll give possession back to the Braves, who just threw away the throw-in. Tell you what, these final 13 minutes will be some entertaining soccer, that's for sure. So keep it here on the PSP Network. Try and get you a score update from the Mandan volleyball game on the PSP Network tonight. If you're a Braves fan or even a Saints fan, I know we've got Mandan St. Mary's on the same team today for soccer, but also on the PSP Network right now, it's Mandan against St. Mary's, and the Saints have a 2-1 lead. But in the 4th, Mandan currently up 20-17, so a very close match there. Doesn't mean you move on to that broadcast on the PSP Network. You can keep it right here. We've got a good finish as well from Dwayne Carlson Stadium. 12.5 to go. 1-1 your score on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. With locations up North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona, BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Minot High with possession. Bryson will play that one well out of bounds, almost into the trees. The other side of the track. Substitutions in for Mandan. Gives us time to remind you this broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. They offer 0% financing and free consultations, virtual or in office. Enjoy professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out at minotbraces.com. Also want to thank Ryan Family Dealerships. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com for one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Ball past the end line from the Magi will lead to a Braves goal kick. Back from a timeout down in Bismarck at St. Mary's campus. Again, that one late in the 4th set. St. Mary's trying to take the match, but they're down 19-20 and serving in the 4th. Here, Mandan St. Mary's, the two schools together for boys soccer, are trying to complete the comeback. Trailed 1-0 at the half, but an equalizing goal in the 61st minute by Caden Meidinger has brought the score 2 even. Sorry, Caleb Meidinger. And St. Mary's seems to have the momentum here to even put together the go-ahead goal. If they can get a long, sustained possession here, which they haven't done very much in the second half. That goal came on a corner kick. Goal kick for the Braves, taken by Chance Bryson. We'll stay with Mandan St. Mary's possession, and there, that hit looked maybe a lot wilder than it really was. As Connor Lundeen went flying through the air. Rolling towards the Mandan bench. Tell you what, co-ops in this level, 3A and single A classes, very rare. Mandan and Bismarck St. Mary's, you don't see it often. Who knows how long it will even last. St. Mary's had quite the program on their own with state appearances aplenty during the late 1990s and throughout the 2000s. Their last state tournament appearance came in 2015 and then just didn't have very high participation numbers. Did not have a varsity team a year ago, and now joined with Mandan, who is also sort of struggling to field soccer teams. But as many other parts of North Dakota would say, it's honestly more rare that you don't have co-ops. That's at the Class B level, but here in A, it's something new. Minot and Minot North will be a co-op for wrestling and hockey during the winter. Free kick all the way to the net. Saved by Tony Piccolo. The free kick was taken by Vincent Pelea. Another save for Piccolo. He's a front runner for Sport Clip's MVP of the match. He's held Minot off the BNC National Bank scoreboard in half number 2. That'll be a foul against Mandan St. Mary's. Echanis is down, and it's not looking too good. He's cramping. So the training staff of Vincent Pelea helping out his teammate there. Again, with the planning team, financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game show coming up next. Postgame headquarters is Shots Crossroads. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. Now, 2 really good finishes tonight on the PSP Network, starting out another great week of broadcasts. We have volleyball for Minot on Thursday night, football on Friday. Nothing over the weekend, though. So that foul committed by Mandan St. Mary's will send up another free kick for Minot right at midfield. In the middle of the circle. Pelea, long strike into the box. Jackson's ahead of the defense, but Piccolo boots it away. Tony Piccolo has been good for Mandan St. Mary's today as their goalkeeper. Right on with the Northern Plain Air keys to the game. 1 goal for either side through the first 72 minutes. 72 and a half today from Minot. There's no extra time, no overtime here in soccer. It's okay if we end in a draw. Both teams will split the points in the standings. That's a good thing for Mandan St. Mary's, and still a good thing for Minot High. They just need points. They can't really take too many losses throughout the season. The final 3 weeks of the boys' soccer season. Gail Workman is back in for Minot High in this substitution change. So if results hold now, we went over what could happen if Minot High with their 1-0 lead at the break. If results hold there, what could take place in the standings. They'd obviously draw even with Mandan St. Mary's and Williston by day's end, but now in a situation where things are looking like it might just end in a tie, we shake hands and go home with a 1-1 score. Nobody's a winner, nobody's a loser. Mandan St. Mary's crowd definitely wants a foul there, and I can see their reason. But nothing. Now Mandan St. Mary's with the 1 point. They, of course, go up to 20. We've said throughout the broadcast, but Minot will move to 17, meaning they will not get in the top 4, at least for today, but they would grow their lead or at least remain in front of Bismarck High. The Demons are at Dickinson, so the best Bismarck can do is improve to 5 wins and 1 draw. Minot with a draw would be at 5 wins and 2 draws, so they'd stay ahead of Bismarck, but the Demons, program that is probably a history unmatched by any team in this region. Minot High probably has something to say about that. But Bismarck is trying to recover from some early season woes, and they are closing in on that top 4 positioning. All along the sideline, out of bounds. Minot High throw in, 5:22 to go on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Mandan St. Mary's 1 and Minot High 1. Jackson fell down, and that ball will slowly roll to Tony Piccolo right at the front of the goal box. And he will send this one into the night sky here in Minot. The sun is completely down. Just after 9 p.m. in the Central Time Zone. And now the other goalkeeper, Graydon Wald, who we haven't said his name too much in the second half. This one gets all the way to Dylan Jackson. He is ahead of the defense. Only Piccolo in front of him, and he makes the save. Tony Piccolo, only that 35th minute goal has gone past him, and that was just a wild shot from Dylan Jackson. But Piccolo has saved plenty. That's got to be double-digit saves at this point for Tony Piccolo. I have 10 saves on the day for the senior goalkeeper. And he has kept this a 1-1 match and kept the Magi off the BNC National Bank scoreboard in half number 2. Wald hasn't seen too many shots on goal on the other side for Minot High, but Piccolo sure has. See him on the screen. Stolen away there from Minot High, and the tackle from Mandan St. Mary's will bring about another free kick for the Magi. That was Meitinger called for that foul. Free kick for Minot High. We're now at 3.5 minutes remaining. Again, these get really important as we get towards the finish. Minot High looking for the lead once again. It's Oswald, who has a yellow card to his name already in the match, taking it from 44 yards away. All the way off the left foot into the goal box, and Piccolo will pick it up out of the air. So nothing from that free kick for Minot High. They have gone empty-handed on free kicks and corner kicks tonight. While Mandan St. Mary's, their lone score, came off a corner kick that was took place right after a free kick, following the yellow card from Minot High. Hunter McGrain is back on the pitch for Mandan, their most recent substitution. Sammy Chanis returns for Minot High. Again, they do have Oswald back out on the pitch. Do the Magi, who has the yellow card. He just took the free kick. That's going to be clear. That one is not going to be coming back. You'll find that one down in the parking lot at Magic City campus. Rolling down the hill. You might find that one in the river, honestly. That was cleared well out of here. There is a 5th set down in Bismarck, so once this one wraps up, 2 minutes, you maybe catch a glimpse of the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show, but definitely head over to our other stream, Mandan and St. Mary's, as they begin set number 5. Mandan tied up at 2 sets apiece. That one's just a race to 15 points now from St. Mary's campus. I don't think it's called St. Mary's Central anymore. This is on the north side of Bismarck. We've got a lot of action here in the final 2 minutes. Mandan St. Mary's defense just trying to hold on. They've sure been tested in the final 15. Oswald will take it away. He's got it at 18. Can he keep the possession? No. Gives it to Pelea. Pelea is hit high. Stolen by Mandan St. Mary's. A clear is knocked down by Nolan Schmidt at midfield. Now here's Dangle chasing after it. On the pass from Mandan St. Mary's. A dive attempt, but it doesn't get the ball free from Dangle. It's played now at midfield. Two players from either side jump for it. Minot's going to win it. They've got possession. Under 60 seconds to go. Another tussle there on the sideline. Minot high throw-in. Everybody up and down the pitch. The throw-in is taken away by Mandan St. Mary's. Can they keep it in bounds? McGrain slides. And no, that one went out of bounds. Minot high throw-in on the far sideline. Right into a crowd of Mandan St. Mary's Braves. But it does go past the end line, setting up a Serve Pro corner kick. There's just 24 seconds remaining. There's a chance this could be the last play of the match. Oswald for the far corner. 15 seconds to go. They're going to wait and count this one down. Oswald. It's high. It's curving towards the 9-yard line. Header from the Braves. Still playable for Minot. It goes past the end line. And they were offsides. 1 second, and that will do it. Mandan St. Mary's, an extraordinary second half. They get the equalizing goal early on, and the defense, plus Tony Piccolo as the goalkeeper, they do their job to earn 1 point today in the WDA standings as they will move into third place ahead of Williston. We'll break it down more, this match and the standings. We'll also take a look at our next WDA soccer broadcast on the PSP Network as part of the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. 1-1 the final on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right zoom, spider 2 Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right 40 power? No. Don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Oh, that was quite the show today from Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Mandan St. Mary's. The lone goal in the second half to equalize, and the defense. And they played their hearts out in the final 20-so minutes of this match. Really all 80 for Mandan St. Mary's, holding Minot high to 1 goal. Now it's time for the post-game show, brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. 1-1 the final. It ends in a draw today from Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Let's break down how it happened. First half goal went to Dylan Jackson for Minot High. Again, he has scored in every match this season except for one. That was the second match of the year. He scored in every conference game that Minot High has been a part of. Now 10 goals on the season for Dylan Jackson as he netted the first goal in the match in the 35th minute right before the halftime break, putting Minot High up 1-0. But thought maybe that just wouldn't be enough. Mandan St. Mary's had a lot of first half opportunities, especially for their leading point scorer in Parker Vandervorst, who has 11 points on the season. But Vandervorst just never could cash in for Mandan St. Mary's. He'd be a part of a lot of big plays for Mandan. However, not the goal scorer. Mandan, though, would pick up their goal in the 61st minute of the second half, and it was quite the sequence, as it started with a yellow card against Dylan Oswald. He was sent off the pitch, and that brought up a free kick for Mandan St. Mary's. They took Vandervorst off the pitch. The free kick was taken then by Caleb Meitinger. He sent it into the box. It was headed by Mandan St. Mary's. It was actually a good pass and a good connection, but the goal-scoring attempt actually went off the crossbar, and Mandan St. Mary's then had a goal after Graydon Wald got a hand on it and went out of bounds, and the Braves would get a corner kick, and they would make very good use of it. A serve pro corner kick taken by Mandan St. Mary's would be headed by Minot High initially. They were unable to clear it out of the box, so the scoring chance was still there for the Braves. And Caleb Meitinger, who took the free kick, he scores on the corner kick for Mandan St. Mary's, tying this one at 1 goal apiece. It was with 19:59 or 19:58 remaining in the match, so officially the 61st minute goal for Caleb Meitinger ties it at 1, and then it was all about the defenses after that. Minot High stood their ground immediately following that goal, and then the Magi had possession of it for most of the final 10-15 minutes of the match. But it was Tony Piccolo and the Mandan St. Mary's defense that played the best there in the final 10 minutes of the match, as Piccolo made a number of saves there with just 10 minutes or less on the clock. Unofficially, by my count, had 11 saves with 1 goal allowed, and that's why he'll be taking home a few awards today later on our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. But the final play of the match was a serve pro corner kick taken by the Magi, and Dylan Oswald again had that yellow card earlier on. They waited for the final 15 seconds. Let it be the last play of the match, but Mandan St. Mary's, that defense let nothing past them. It went through the end line, and Minot had another chance there at the very end, but time ran out on Magi before they could go back in front 2-1, and Mandan St. Mary's a well-earned 1 point today here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium with their final score. Braves 1, Magi 1. How about we hand out some of those awards here in the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show, starting out with the Sport Clips MVP of the match. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Check it online with the hairstylist today at sportclips.com, or use their app. Sport Clips will keep you looking your best. And you may have allowed that goal in the first half, but Mandan was able to equalize, and Tony Piccolo played a fantastic second half today for Mandan St. Mary's, keeping this one within reach for the Braves and sealing the 1 point in the draw for the Braves today. Piccolo, who again, not the opening day starter in goal, but Mandan St. Mary's has sure found a good one in net, as he has played well for Mandan this year as the Braves improve to 6 wins, 4 losses, and 2 draws this year. It's 3 straight matches without a loss for Mandan St. Mary's, thanks to Tony Piccolo's effort as the goalkeeper. And we're also going to give it to him with the Serve Pro move of the game. It was just before that final play we discussed in the game summary, the corner kick. It wasn't that. It ended up being a goal kick started by Minot High and Graydon Wald. The kick traveled about 70, 80 yards to Dylan Jackson, who sprinted past the defense, timed it right, wasn't offsides, and it was Dylan Jackson, one of the best goal scorers in the West region, and Tony Piccolo, the goalkeeper for Mandan St. Mary's, and Piccolo wore it right off the chest and denied Minot High from their go-ahead goal in the final few minutes of the match, keeping this 1-1. That play saved the day for Mandan St. Mary's as Piccolo sweeps the awards segment of our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. The Sport Clips MVP and the Serve Pro move of the game with 24/7 Mercy service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. it's Serve Pro. Try to make this postgame show quick because there's a good finish down in Bismarck right now. We'll let you jump over to that broadcast stream on the PSP network. Mandan closing in on a 5-set victory against St. Mary's. They were down 2-1. Won't spoil the end there as there's still a few more points to be played at the home of the Saints. St. Mary's. Mandan and St. Mary's together as one team on one pitch today. They draw against Minot High with their final score for the final time being Mandan St. Mary's 1, Minot High 1. No more soccer broadcast this week. We'll come back next week as Minot High continues this 5-match homestand for a great crew on the PSP Network. Putting on today's show, I'm Owen Patterson saying so long from Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Hope you can join us on Thursday night for high school volleyball. It's Mandan and Minot North from the all-new Sentinels Gymnasium. But until then, have a good night, everybody.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-Store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.